Sometimes I'll start a sentence, and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
But I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. Pretty cool. Pretty damn cool.
It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad?
Calm down, Greg. It's soccer.
And you can't stay off the weed.
This guy's such an idiot here.
Hello. You play to win the game.
Like an improv conversation. Improversation.
Hit that hard. Hit it. Nice. On air.
On air.
This is weird.
It's feels a little foreign.
Little foreign.
Little foreign.
Foreign substance, foreign object,
Foreign to the touch.
Foreign food, foreign currency.
Oh, I like foreign currency, FX. We're going to talk about FX today?
We can talk about a little bit of foreign currency. What else goes with foreign? Foreign history? Does that make sense?
History. Nah.
No? So I said foreign currency, foreign food, foreign object, foreign substance. There's got to be a top 5. It looked like you were just about to say something. What was it?
Unidentified foreign object is what I was going to say. And I was like, no, that's not it.
That's some type of UFO. This is weird. So we've been away for a while, obviously.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, it's been almost 2 months.
I think it was like December 4th. It was like the Friday right before we left for Arizona.
Brief hiatus. I don't even think we did one the week before, actually. I think we
2 weeks before?
I think it was 2 weeks before we left. So it's been about 2 months. It's been a long time.
We slacked hard. I mean, we didn't slack. It was holiday season.
Holiday season.
Shit happened, man.
Shit hit the fan. The line will speak.
Pandora doesn't go back in the box. She only comes
out of the box.
Shit is hit. The fly is in the ointment.
Yes, correct.
The lion will speak.
Correct.
Yeah, we went to Arizona. I went on another vacation.
Update, Alcor blew us off.
I was going to say that. I wrote that down, and we don't have the computer. Maybe we're going to try a little bit of a different vibe here in 2022.
We showed up at their doorstep. We said, hey, motherfuckers, we're here. It's improvisation. Let us in. And I think they're all frozen.
We took the Chrysler minivan, National Rent-A-Car, shout out.
Yeah.
And
those worked out well for us.
It did. We had what? The Jeep and two
Chrysler and what is it?
The Pacifica hybrid.
Yeah.
Our car, we were primarily in this car, the one me and you were driving.
Yeah.
It was smoking when you went over 50 miles an hour.
That was so strange.
And I remember.
That shit would happen to us.
Dude, do you remember we were coming back? And I was like, what is that smell? We left In-N-Out, I think. We were on the way to In-N-Out, and I was like, man, something.
It smells
like an overheating car.
It smelled like someone put the used fry oil in our gas tank or something. Yeah, it was not good. We were a little concerned. Foreign land. We were in foreign land.
Foreign land.
Foreign land. There you go. Foreign territory. We didn't really know. We didn't really know what to expect, so we were a little nervous. But you know what? Driving in Arizona was a lot of fun. I liked it personally.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of that left-right onto the highway situation where you have instead of the on-ramp like we have here in Ontario, drive down, pull the loop on-ramp, whereas in Arizona you're kind of going across over the lane, under the bridge, and you merge in.
Yeah.
And instead of the lane ending, right, you have the one, it merges into one.
Yeah.
They have the traffic light where you have 2 lanes and it's like, okay, left you go,
right,
then right you go, then left, then right, then left, right, left, right, left, right.
You know, it takes some serious obedience from society to follow those types of rules. Like, and I see them in downtown Toronto, like headed towards downtown Toronto as well. They have the lights sometimes at like, I don't know, Huron, Ontario or something. And I'm just like, wow, you know, the fact that people actually follow those rules, like they wait for that light to change to green before they drive. It's amazing. Like it really, I agree. Society, it's a great display of society banding together and like actually, you know, having a common agreement that yes, this light's red, I'm going to wait my turn. Like honestly,
hasn't been a lot of that going around the last couple of years.
No, definitely not. So it's nice to see people working together, people helping people. It's beautiful things, beautiful stuff. I did come back to your question. No, come back to your question. Sorry. So we go, right? I liked the left turn. At first, it was a little intimidating. Like you're crossing like 6 lanes of traffic both ways. Like, and also the advanced green is after the green light, not before the green light.
On the left turn.
Which I kind of like.
I like that too.
I kind of liked it. And I don't know.
It may have been before and after. just keep it moving.
You're right. I think it is before and after.
Because I
that.
thought one time it was before, and then I was like, oh shit, we're gonna miss the green, and then
Right.
light ends, and then boom, no, you can go left now again after.
Right.
Pretty neat. I thought that was pretty
I
cool.
think we got, to open the show, I was gonna sing, because we're the three best friends that anyone could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have.
And are you gonna answer this live?
I was gonna answer Oz live here as we record. Oz had a bit of a tumultuous day. I don't even know if that's a good word to use. I don't even know if that's the right word to use. But yeah, he had a bit of a stressful day. He was going to join us today, but he couldn't make it. So Oz,
we can put Oz right in the middle.
Why don't you say hi to
into the microphone?
Say hi to the listeners for us.
Hi, listeners. How's it going?
Yeah,
Good to be back here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people tune into the show just for the Oz portion of the show. We like to bounce ideas off of Oz. We also like to bounce things off Oz's head.
We have no computers today.
Kind of like a punching bag. Yeah, my voice is a little shaky there. First time back on the mic. What do you got to say to those listeners?
Mike's back on the mic.
Yeah.
Gio's back on the mic.
Why are you yelling on the mic?
This guy's such an idiot here.
Yeah, the leader's on the minjay.
Litters on the minjay. Okay, say bye to the camera. We're gonna let you go, Oz.
I promise I'll be back next week. Sorry
He'll be back
for
next
the
week.
voice.
Yeah, and I
Apologizes
just
he loves
realized
us all.
Oz never shows his face, so maybe we'll blur that out. For
Hey,
guys.
you know what? There was an episode in Seinfeld where they did show the actor or the character who played George Steinbrenner. Because remember, Steinbrenner was always from behind. It was Larry David doing the voice.
Right.
I gotta get a calzone from Paisanos.
Yes.
And there's one episode where they show him for a brief moment, and they purposely did it. And it's just that secret identity. But I guess Oz, you got to jump on YouTube now. Yeah. Now's the time if you want to finally see Oz.
Maybe we'll do the black bar over the eyes.
Oh, we can do that. I can maybe throw that in editing.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
Keep the suspense alive.
There's also two Oz's technically, so it's really still a mystery.
Correct.
You guys saw half of one.
Right.
We'll give you half of one.
Right. That's all you get.
That's all you get. Yeah. So I just mentioned when Oz called, we got no computers. We're not using a computer today. We're going to try and go off the cuff a little bit. It's 2022, new things, right? We still got our sponsors, Bean Bundle, Action Airsoft Club Canada. You still obviously go follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Instagram, Twitter, the whole deal. I'm not going to play the sounds because you guys have heard it before.
Yeah.
It's just a kind of like, hey, welcome back. We're back. We're going to try and do things a little bit differently on the podcast, but
we don't even know what we're going to do differently.
No, that's why it's improvisation. And I actually was listening to a different podcast today, and I heard someone use the word improvisation.
Wow.
And it was talking about like jazz improvisation, music, I don't know, that kind of thing. But yeah, so Arizona was the main reason why we had stopped back in December. Great time. We golfed one of the best public golf courses in the United States of America, True North,
beautiful.
up in Scottsdale. We played that together that day, I believe, right?
Yep,
well, in the same pairing. Yep, we wore the black off-white shirts with the matching hats, and True North was a course I've always been dying to play.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to get your thoughts on it. What did you think about it?
It was tough and
very tough
stuff like that. But the service level that you get when you play a course like that, they treat you like you're a pro.
Yeah.
Which no one has ever treated me like I'm a pro when it comes to anything, especially golf.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of nice. So that made it exciting, even if I didn't have the best round. For the listeners who don't know, my 3-wood broke on the plane ride.
My gosh, yeah. Let's tell that story quickly.
Yeah, so we go to Troon, right?
No, but before this, you had just bought it for the trip, did you not?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. So I don't buy myself expensive things because shit like this tends to happen to me. And I'm not throwing a pity party for myself or anything like that. It is what it is. I'm cool with it. It's chill as a cucumber, as I said in the past. But yeah, so I bought this club. I spent like $200 from the demo rack or whatever for Golf Town sale that they had in, I think, November.
They usually do it end of November. Yeah, the demo
so it was
sale.
November, and
a couple hours it lasts. Everything goes
exactly. So I was like, this time I got a nice trip plan with the boys. I need a 3-wood type of club in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm going to splurge on myself. So I'm going to spend $200 on a 3-wood. And I get it. We take it to the sim to practice a couple times.
A few times, yeah.
And it's a club I thought I could really get behind and a club that I really thought I could learn how to hit. So I was super excited to have it for Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we get there, we land, clubs are in the garage of our Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
they look like body bags in there, by the way.
12 body bags laying
Looks like
across
we
the
work
floor.
for the Mexican cartel, and we just
bodies at the
looks like we were sending a chilling message to their families or something. To like
the video, yes.
to our ops families or something like that. It was kind of scary, but also, you know, we want people to know we mean fucking business when we're going to golf as well.
100%.
So stay out of our way. Anyways, so yeah, we pull up to True North. Everyone's fired up. You know, the adrenaline's running through people's veins. People are buzzing, if you will. What's the buzz?
What's the buzz?
Also a big thing on the trip.
Big saying, yeah. Gotta get a sound maybe
So,
clip of that.
What's
Add
the
it to
buzz?
board. Just what's the
Good
buzz?
idea. Good idea. Good idea.
We'll call him up and get him to record
Shout
it.
out West Coast Sis.
Shout out.
Shout out. Anyways, yeah, so we pull up to Troon, you know, we're using the practice facilities. Everyone's having a good time. Like we're all, like I said, we're buzzing, right? We're excited there. It's first round at the best course. Probably any of us have ever played, except for
It's up there, yeah.
Except for West Coast Sis, maybe. Anyway, so I go, I hit a couple drives at the range. I'm using my 6-iron, 6 to 8 is what I pull out
Oh
of
yeah,
the
you
bag.
didn't even find out till we got to the course. I thought you found it at the house. That's
Because my club head was on the club. So I go, right? And I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a couple swings with my new club on a real driving range with a new, you know,
PGA course.
Beautiful course,
Yeah.
like beautiful facility. I feel like I'm out here, you know, I'm using like demo club, but for me, it's a brand new
The
club.
cameras are out. People
Cameras
are watching.
are out,
expecting
you know,
big
like
things,
you're
yeah.
wearing your Sunday best out there on a,
Yeah.
on a Thursday or Wednesday or whatever it was.
Wednesday.
And sure enough, I go to pull the club head cover off of my club, and the whole fucking head just comes off with the cover. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on here? Like you know when you break a hockey stick and it kind of just the blade or where it cracks, it just kind of floats off a little bit, like one piece of fiberglass
Just
is
hanging
holding
on
it together.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what it was like for my club, like right at where the shaft meets the head. You know, dirty fuckers get out of here. Anyway, so yeah, it was right at that angle where the club meets the shaft or whatever. Again, for anyone who missed it the first time. So, you know, it was a rocky start. Like I had to really battle some demons there to not let that affect my game. And let's be honest, my game, there's not much that could really affect my game in a negative way. It's pretty shit as it is already. But I definitely didn't need that negative energy going into a week of golf. But you know what? It was chill. I still haven't gotten it fixed. Sorry.
You get warranty on it from the demo or like
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't even gone back to ask them. So that's something that's on my to-do list. Rico Bosco and Commissioner Griffin was
Chef de
actually...
Mission, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's a
Boozy
good one.
Better.
Boozy Better. There you go. You know, they've been encouraging me to go, and they've been reminding me to go, and I need
get
to
on
go.
that train as well. Yeah,
I need to go. Even if it's going to cost me money to get it fixed, at this point, I'll probably do it. It's like a $450 club.
yeah.
that I bought
And
for
you
$200,
didn't
so.
even get to use it.
I know, so it's disappointing. I was disappointed, but
You fought through it. Adversity.
we fought through it. Team Canada came out on top, and we took a W. So
Yeah. Shout out.
that's all that matters. You know, I'm a team player. Unlike a lot of other guys out here. Oilers are struggling. You see their captains, leadership kind of falling through the cracks. As breaking news comes through, Evander Kane signs with the Oilers.
Yeah. What do you
We
think
don't know
about-
if that's true. Like, I don't know if that's actually
I think it's
going through
all
or
but
not,
official. They've discussed a number. Apparently, he's going to wear number 91, waiting on some paperwork. But yeah, like since we were gone, the NHL.
Since we were gone,
I can't breathe
for the first time.
The NHL pulled out of Beijing. They're out.
Yes, that's
Finito.
right. That's right. We were all so excited.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it
so
sucks. It's a
upsetting.
huge risk, especially this year for those guys to go there. If they get stuck,
Yeah.
they have to stay there for like 14 days or something. If they catch
Allegedly, and that's that was one of the big issues. Was if you get it while you're here,
Right.
We're going to keep you from anywhere from 14 to 35 days,
right,
It's like up to 5 weeks or something like that.
Exactly. So it's a huge risk for players to take on. Oddly enough,
Not
I
even
was
the
looking
ownership,
at
the NHL after all the money they've already lost too. But yeah,
I
go
was
on.
looking at one of the team's rosters in the
Official roster or fake roster? 'Cause we almost got
we
duped
did get
by
duped.
one.
We did get duped. Well, I mean, it was a funny dupe. We
was,
realized
it was.
pretty quickly, but it was a good dupe. Danny
It got
Healy.
me.
Shout out Danny Healy. I wish
1507.
1507, fucking all-star. So I saw one, and it said that who's the guy that got drafted before Nylander for Winnipeg, and I can't remember his name right
Nikolai Ehlers.
now. Yeah, it showed that he was on the roster for one of the teams.
For Finland,
Right,
I believe he's Finnish.
right. Is he not playing with Winnipeg right now?
No, 100%. Yeah.
So how can he be on the roster?
You sure it was Nikolai Ehlers?
Correct. It said his team currently is Winnipeg.
This is where Oz is coming in.
Yeah, we really could use Oz for that. But Oz noticed it. Oz was the one that was actually showing it to me at the time. So I was very confused, especially when we got news that David Desharnais was on the first line for Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But I did see Nikolai Ehlers on the Finnish squad.
Oh, he's Danish, actually.
Danish, okay. Yes, Denmark.
But I have not seen a recent article. No, I mean, it says...
Is he playing in Winnipeg?
I know. Yeah, no, he's playing in Winnipeg.
Yeah, okay. So I just found that weird because he was definitely on the roster list.
If anyone's got any news on it, call in.
Call in. Fuck.
Yeah, no, he definitely will not be able to play. But Team Canada did actually announce their roster. I noticed some World Juniors guys on there. Mason McTavish. Owen Power. And I think there was someone else up at front. I want to say Perfetti, but he's on an NHL contract. Actually scored his first goal about a week ago, so he definitely can't go. But Daniel Winnick, former Toronto Maple Leaf.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's been playing over in Switzerland.
And he's
just
been
crushing
ripping it. He's like 36 years old. The guy's actually been ripping it over there. And
I mean,
Canada,
Oz,
the Swiss League?
Swiss League, yeah. Oz had told us that, he had made 13 million career earnings, and I think just in the NHL. Not a bad gig.
Yeah.
Not a bad
not
gig. Joe Thornton, believe it or not, lives over in Switzerland in the offseason almost half the year because his wife is from there. And, he played there during the lockouts. And, I mean, if his NHL time is going to come to an end this season with Florida, maybe, hey, Florida's ripping it. They could win the cup. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. Good point.
He'll probably go play in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Do the Yager kind of treatment. He seems like the same kind of guy as Yager will play till he's 50.
Yeah, the guy loves
player,
the sport.
coach, manager, whatever.
Just a hockey. Just love it. Exactly. Literally.
He wears a suit underneath his hockey equipment.
He's going to pull a Jerry Jones, which is a whole other conversation.
Cowboys.
We got to rifle through the sports updates because there's been lots. But
it's just a quick update. But that was the big one. The NHL obviously not going to Beijing. That's very upsetting. And
it was
another delay on seeing. Well, we're never going to see Crosby McDavid on the same team.
I mean, I don't want to say never because who knows? Crosby's got injury problems.
He'd be
and stuff
pushing
like
late
that,
30s, late 30s, early 40s for the Olympics.
It's 3 years from now, actually, because I think it was supposed to be last year. Am I?
No, it's on. That? It's usually even years because Sochi was 2014,
2022. You're right.
Pyeongchang 2018. So it's on track.
You're right.
The Summer Olympics was delayed.
I don't remember anymore.
It was last summer.
I can't remember.
What do you mean? It was during the Euro.
Usain Bolt?
The Euro Cup and the Olympics were delayed from 2020 to last year.
2021.
Not 2020. Not Usain Bolt.
My timeline's messed up right
He retired after Brazil. DeGrasse.
What? He wasn't racing? Come on.
No, he didn't race in these past Olympics in Pyeongchang.
Oh, I did not see. I don't know.
Andre DeGrasse, Canadian sprinter. Remember, he was supposed to be. No, I don't believe so.
I think he won gold in one event.
He was favored to win the 100-meter sprint. I forget who won. Wasn't it the Italian guy? I think it was the Italian guy who won the sprint. Fastest man in the world. It was.
Was it? I don't know.
I forget his name. Oz. Damn it.
I know. I forget. And that's the problem. Like the last 3 years has just confused the shit out of my. I don't know.
Your brain?
My timeline?
Alcor? Yeah. I'm going to look it up right now. His name was Lamont Marcel Jacobs. American name, but he's an Italian.
Yeah,
he won gold.
Does not sound Italian.
DeGrasse won the bronze, so he came in third. And I believe that's when the last time he did the 100-meter, he won bronze. Anyway,
If you breathe wrong in the 100-meter, you're already a step behind. So.
I know, it's true. It's actually insane. But you had mentioned Jerry Jones. So the NFL now into...
We should play some Amazing Grace or I don't know, some funeral music for Cowboys fans out there. I know there's going to be a couple listening to this episode.
100%.
We've also had a lot of people message us missing the podcast and stuff like that.
We apologize. We're sorry.
Yeah,
We're back.
I mean, shit happens,
Yeah.
This guy took a vacation.
I did for a while.
Yeah.
It was nice. Definitely
nice.
Came back to the biggest snowstorm in a decade.
It was ridiculous. Holy shit, man.
Surprised we actually made it home that night.
Yeah, dude, I can't
just
believe
missed it. We
you guys,
just
I
got
wish
back
your
in
flight
time.
was the day after so you could just stay in Aruba. You could have just stayed.
Is this dark to say one of us was kind of hoping for a little positive result, so we had to stay for an extra 10 days?
Hey,
Especially after everything that was going on back here again.
I get it. Yeah, the lockdown.
Obviously, with no harm, just a little sniffles, and then he'd be, oh, shit, gotta stay.
Yeah.
Can't get home.
Yeah, man. Hey,
we met a bunch of people down there. This is Aruba. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit now quickly. Was gone for a while, and, we had met a bunch of older couples from Ontario, from Toronto area, by where we live, actually. And, some had come down in November. stay until April. Some had come down in December. They extended it while they were down there for like another month and a half. I mean, if you have the luxury to do that, dude, by all means, it's one of the best places on earth.
I would, for sure.
Do I still have a tan? I feel like I lost it already a little bit because I was dark.
You're always tan.
Yeah, I guess.
You're Pastavani. Man, come on. Pastavani.
Anyway, let's backtrack a little bit here.
Fucking Sal Penne, bro.
Yeah, we haven't given the Boozy Better his daily time slot on the show. And, the NFL, they're in the conference championships now. NFC, AFC championships. We got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. What a stud duo these two are going to be.
I think we should
for
talk
a long
about
time.
who was eliminated before we get into Boozy's picks. Because
let's do it.
Eliminations were nuts. I mean, you got the
Cowboys, Packers, Tom Brady.
I mean, it's crazy.
Tennessee, number one seed.
This is the first time in like 12 years where
one of the two.
Yeah.
The two.
Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady won't be in the NFC or AFC, whatever. I don't even.
In a conference championship.
So that's pretty wild.
That's crazy.
End of an era, maybe?
I mean,
Aaron Rodgers is a fucking asshole, man. That's a whole conversation.
That's your team. That's your quarterback, bro.
I know. But you know what? I take Big Cat's side on this. Like,
yes,
he's right. I mean, we've given this guy so many chances, and he just slaps us in the face every time with his smug attitude and his fucking I can do whatever the fuck I want type shit.
Yeah, no, 100%. Do you think he's retiring, or do you think he's going to go somewhere else?
Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know, dude. It's kind of
the day Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers retires is, I think, the day he sits his ego on a shelf, and I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
Yeah, you could be right. What about Tom Brady? You had a lot of talk after the last couple days in that last game in Tampa. I got to talk when anyone who's pushing that retirement window and they start saying, I got to talk to my family, see what they want to do, you're done. He's checking out. He's retired.
It's not like it's not like you're done. It's like they're waiting. There's something hinging on their decision that they're waiting for. So Gronk, for example.
But do you think he's just saying that because it just happened? Like with Roethlisberger, it was a little bit different. You kind of see the writing on the wall, and he'd be talking about the last couple years.
He
can't play.
Big Ben.
Yeah, he can't play.
Like
anymore,
they showed one of the plays that he was involved in, and it was laughable. Like he couldn't even move.
Yeah, he's an immovable object now, and that's why he's out.
Yeah,
but,
so that's a little different than Tom Brady. The guy can still play. Like Aaron Rodgers, he can still play. Like he was arguably,
all it takes is one hit. It takes one bad hit
for sure.
And anything can happen. You know what I mean?
For sure. But
maybe that's what's coming across his mind.
The way the NFL rules are going these days,
you can't touch.
You can't breathe on Tom Brady without getting a
flag, foul,
15,
fine,
50
whatever.
yards, personal foul.
Yeah.
So they also sort of showed a clip of Tom Brady getting rocked fucking 10 years ago.
Oh, dude.
And he just got right back up.
I saw that. That was what? Yeah, that was one of the hardest hits I've ever seen. Oh, my God.
I mean, that was nuts.
He ran and he got run over by a train.
I think that was the day.
Who it was.
I forget who it was, too, but I think...
Oh, my God. Bone crushing.
But I think that was the day Tom Brady decided he's I'm never I'm
get me a fucking defense.
Get me an O-line.
I'm never running out of the pocket again.
Exactly. So
crazy.
Anyway, crazy stuff in the NFL.
Yes.
Cowboys fans, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sucks, it does suck.
We're Leaf fans. We know what it's all about.
Exactly. I've often compared the Cowboys to the Leafs. And,
they threw up all over themselves, though.
Yeah, they did.
They did vomit all over.
And
themselves.
listen, we ventured into a new application. Do you want to talk about that briefly? Because I was gonna mention that.
Let's talk about that. I'll change the camera. Talk about that, and then we'll bring in Boozy's picks after that. Yeah,
perfect. Okay, so Gio and I ventured into a new app called Colorcast. What we did actually, we didn't try to do it. We definitely did it. We were doing play-by-play commentary as a tryout. For Colorcast to be one of their featured casters. And we did play-by-play commentary for Boston versus...
the Boston Bruins, Washington Capitals.
Yes. I don't know that much about other hockey teams other than the Leafs. That's my, I religiously study them mostly.
Yeah, we took a chance with this one.
Yeah, so it was
got out of the comfort zone. Got to do it, man. This is what we do.
Exactly. You try new things. You do. You stretch your horizon a little bit.
Yes.
Gio, you were really good at the play-by-play commentary. I kind of do what I do best and just shoot the shit and talk and don't shut up.
I mean, I thought I was doing the exact same thing. So, I mean, I guess we just black out when we do those things. We kind of just get in the zone.
Maybe. But yeah, so we ventured into that. Anyway, so we did a hot take, and I almost, so you can do a hot take, and what that is basically you record maybe like a
Someone will pose a question.
15 seconds to about 3 minutes is what you can post. But yeah, someone posts a question and starts to get a conversation going. So one of them was...
should we play our takes?
If you want.
We could play our takes.
Yeah, you want to play the takes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
I think the question was the worst fan base
Correct.
in sports. So Mike and I jumped on Colorcast.
Yeah, and we actually got some pretty good reception on our hot takes.
We did.
Yeah.
Looking at it now, I am...
You're at 9.
I'm at 12. You're at 8. So I'm 3rd, and you are...
That's pretty good.
5th.
That's pretty good.
We're both in the top 5.
Good job.
Shout out.
Well done.
Horns.
Yeah.
For like the 5th time today.
Yeah.
So the question was worst fan base in sports. Me and Mike jumped on. By the way, this is not a plug. It's not an ad.
Right.
We just genuinely think Colorcast is like a really cool app.
I think it's a cool app. Like it's something where I can, I can voice my opinions and people can listen or they don't have to.
It's Twitter with voices, but it's not as vitriolic and emotional. And
right.
It's sports. It's black and white.
Right.
Anyway.
Exactly.
So worst fan base in sports. And this was Mike Lasco's take.
Worst fan base in sports. It's got to be any team from the Boston area. I'm sick of those guys. They win
championships after championships, and they just,
and they still,
it's never
still
enough.
not enough.
It's not enough. It's still not enough.
It's never enough. Yeah.
So it goes back to
I agree.
us.
I thought about that after I heard you say it, and I was like, damn, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's never enough for those fuckers,
How many times have we mentioned that 12-year-old kid who's seen like 9 parades?
Yeah, he's got more championships than he has years under his belt in being alive.
Yeah, literally.
Much. So yeah, I find that a little
You see more championship parades and he's got hair on his chest. It's crazy.
Literally, though. So yeah,
Crazy.
I feel a little slighted there. You know, I think Boston fans need to shut the fuck up and let us have our turn. That goes for the Patriots fans, especially. I really dislike Patriots fans because I think a lot of them are just Tom Brady fans at this point, which I understand. But anyway, conversation for another time. Bruins fans, I mean, you hear me bitch about them all the time.
Yep.
And mostly, I just think they're all a bunch of losers as well, crybabies.
Brad Marchand, sneaky top 5 goal scorer and point getter in the last 10 years.
Impressive, and it doesn't surprise me. I mean, the guy's been one of the most
players, solid team.
Man, he's been one of the most relevant players in the league for quite a long time now, and
for good and bad reasons.
Exactly, like relevancy is important. I think either way. So yeah, I mean, good for him. He's a piece of shit. People know my opinion on him. Again, would love to have him on the Leafs. Piece of shit on Boston.
On the ice, yeah.
Yes, correct. And then I don't know what's another. Oh, the Red Sox. I mean, those guys are the worst.
Yeah. Shout out
Other
Big
than the
Papi,
Yankees,
just
but
making it into the Hall of Fame. Shout out Big Papi Ortiz. I'm in the Dominican.
Yeah. Legend. Remember when he got shot?
Yo, that's right. Oh my God, you're just pulling back way back.
Remember when he got shot, bro?
A couple years ago. It was like right after he retired in the Dominican.
It was like 2019, pre-COVID, like right pre-COVID.
Now there was call in if I'm wrong, but
that was Boston. Oh, that was crazy.
One of our loyal listeners, Franco, he might actually know how the story went, but I think there were conflicting
reports. And we're not talking
reports.
baseball, by the way. This is just baseball, related Franco. Content, but not actually about the sport.
The X's and O's.
Just wanted to get that across.
Yeah, we need to have our big league chew if we're going to do that.
I quit vaping.
Oh, that's okay. Hold on.
Sorry.
One story at a time. I know, first episode, we've got a lot to get into. But, so I think at first it said he was the subject of a gangland shooting, and then it was like, no, he was just an innocent bystander, and it's like, okay, what happened here?
What's going on?
Or they were trying to get one of the guys he was with. Don't know. Sketchy. Kid sketchy.
It's almost like the PED situation. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting into that.
Well, yeah. That's a whole other can of worms.
I'm just joking.
Allegedly.
I'm just joking.
But yeah,
we don't talk baseball.
Your Boston team area sports teams. Shout out Derek Reed if you're listening, Reedy. Welcome.
Celtics can suck it too.
Welcome to the podcast. But yeah. Anyway, my hot take. To replay my hot take now. I mean, it was just kind of like a statement, a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Worst fan base in sports? I mean, this has got to be easy. It's the Dallas Cowboys, and no one else has the number 1 slot at the top other than the fans of the Dallas Cowboys.
So
Tried to do a little Stephen A. there. The Cowboys.
You're right. They sowed their own poison, if you will.
They're just like the Leafs. They're just like the Yankees. We're the greatest. We're the best. We're the best.
So this is
number 1. And then they just always fall flat on their face.
So this is where I was going to...
Yankees not so much, but everyone hates their fan base.
So what I actually wanted to say, but I couldn't because it hurt me.
Right now or on the app?
On the app for
Okay.
the hot take. So
Yes.
I was actually going to say, in relation to your Dallas Cowboys one, I was going to say the worst fan base in sports are Maple Leaf fans.
Yeah, no, they're up there, 100%.
Because they're very similar in the sense that every year they're winning the cup. And if they don't, it's fire this person, fire that person, trade this guy, trade that guy. It's, this person's fault, always
Yep.
playing the blame game. Sure enough, 3, 4, 5 months go by. They forget all about the previous year, and all of a sudden they're winning the Stanley Cup again. So I like to think I'm a different Leaf
Vicious
fan
cycle,
in the
yeah.
sense that I'm woke to the fact that I
Yeah,
understand
I
that
agree.
the Leafs have hurt me very many times before.
Multiple times.
And as positive as I am about their future and how I want them to do, I know in the back of my head that it's very unlikely that they're going to win a Stanley Cup. So
It's the hardest trophy to win in sports.
I would agree with you. So
Crazy hard, dude.
So agreed for sure.
They just got to stop vomiting on themselves.
And that's right. So that's why I was going to say, and that's why I brought Colorcast up, because
Yeah.
we were talking about the Cowboys. You were talking
Yes.
about how they throw up all over themselves. And I was going to say the Leaf fans tend to do the same thing. Very hot or cold. When the team's doing well, they ride that. When the team's not doing well, they
Like
really
their
beat
big
them
rope.
down with the stick. So
just gonna ride it.
Exactly. So
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%.
and it's nothing like Edmonton had jerseys thrown on the ice a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
About
I
a
mean,
week
we
ago.
did mention Evander Kane. Well, you mentioned Evander Kane a while back.
Yep.
So apparently he's signing at Edmonton.
So that's a
Whole
whole
can of
other
worms, man.
dumpster fire
Yeah,
in
Edmonton.
itself. I think the last thing they need, and no offense to Evander Kane going through whatever he's going through, and all these allegations about gambling and fixing games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No slander to him.
There's more than that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
No slander to him or anything, but also I really don't think Edmonton needs any more of this toxic energy in their dressing room. I mean, you got Connor McDavid, who I think is completely unfit to be a leader personally. Great, obviously best player in the league, I think. He's the best player in the league, no doubt about it. But also, I just don't think he's fit to be a leader. I think the two don't always go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Best player
No,
isn't
I
always
agree,
your
I agree.
captain. So I think that they need maybe a change of.
Sorry, you said best player isn't always your captain?
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Austin Matthews would be the captain of the Leafs then. He's hands down the best player.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. And Mike Eruzione was not the best captain
shout out.
on that or not the best player on that Miracle team,
No,
but
he
he
was
was
not.
the best captain.
But he was the best voice.
So
the
exactly,
leader.
he's the best leader in.
Who does he
in
play
that
for?
dressing room. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so it's just like I think they have their own identity issues in the dressing room with management, with their leadership, on the team. And I think this is a horrible thing that they could be doing midway through a season where they're already struggling. Personally,
they're throwing shit at the wall. seeing
well,
what
it's
sticks.
just almost.
What do you have to lose at this
It's
point?
almost a little sad in a way to
Yeah.
see that they're like so desperate. Like the desperation is bleeding out right now.
Yeah, so I was going to say they're either so desperate or they really don't care about all the noise. Is at the end of the day, it's going to be very hard to put all that shit aside with Evander Kane, and especially for him trying to just go out there and play the game.
Well,
if he can be half, I'm not even going to say half, he has to be what he can be, and that is a big power forward who can beat the crap out of you and score goals.
and play two ways.
Yeah, he plays a two-way game,
So
but like, what are
at
your
at his
odds of
core,
getting that?
Exactly. At his core, that's your best
Is it
case
worth
scenario.
it? Yeah.
So, there's a whole lot of worst case scenarios like San Jose's been dealing with Evander Kane shit since they basically took him on.
Yeah, and they found a way to get out of that contract. I mean, they didn't find a way. He pretty much gave them away with the fake vaccination. Or
Right.
He tested not fake vaccination. Maybe it was.
It was
fake tests to go. He had positive, but he said he was I don't know.
It was. I
Bunch
don't
of
know.
crap.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was just one thing after another with that guy. It was almost like Antonio Brown.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
That guy dug himself
What a
into
clown
fucking
show. Hey,
hole.
Clowntonio. Favorite name. It's my favorite name.
Again, I feel bad for the guy because he's got some issues or something. Like I just don't think it's like he's fully in the right mind there. Maybe there's some ground to what he's been saying, but who knows at this point.
That's, I don't think we're ever going to see him in the NFL again.
We've said that before. And
We have, but like.
so, I mean,
at
anything's
what point,
possible.
what
at this
point does it end, dude?
Anything's possible. But yeah, so that's the thing. Like, at what point do teams just give up on a player like that?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? At this, like, if you're desperate enough, clearly there's a market for anyone. If you're desperate enough, so
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Evander Kane, I think Edmonton, I think that's a bit of a mistake.
Yeah,
Connor McDavid's reaction when he was asked what he thought.
Before they even signed
So,
him, speculation.
so you actually said, yeah, I mean, what's he supposed to say? But I like, you know, when a captain's asked the question, what do you think about bringing on a player like Evander Kane? Connor McDavid basically said, I don't really care what the media says, and like, you know, we're going to do what we're going to do, and Kenny's going to do what he thinks is best for the team.
He said a lot more than
you know,
he really had to say. He
all
could
he
have just said, like, he's not on our team, man. I got no comment. Just
Right.
drop it.
Yeah, you know, like,
Drop
I'm not
it.
making these,
Yeah.
just like, or he could have said, you know, if this is something that has been discussed with Kenny and Connor,
I
then,
trust management to
right,
do
then
whatever.
you can say,
yeah.
I trust the management, which honestly, I get why you wouldn't at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really say that.
Or you could have said something like, you know, Evander Kane's had his issues in the past, but he's a great player, and hopefully we can bring him here. And as the captain, I look forward to seeing what he can do out there for us. Like, that's what you say as a captain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you give the guy a little bit of confidence coming into the dressing room. Not like, yeah, you know, I don't really care what it looks like to the media. It's not my decision. Blah blah blah. Kenny's going to do what Kenny wants to do.
Such
It's
a
like-
bland personality.
Like, dude, you
yeah.
you gotta give something. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, it's just so
It
bad.
sucks
Every
'cause
interview
he's
I watch,
unreal,
like,
and he's just like, I can't believe this is the best player. Like, he's not the face. Well, I mean, he's the face of the
like
league, but like,
LeBron
he's
James,
not a voice.
love him or hate him, the guy is a marketing and selling machine.
For the NBA,
You know, I'd almost rather him be like LeBron James.
That's funny. I just got a notification about LeBron James will not play tonight.
See, I'd almost rather him be like LeBron James and fucking sit out.
Yeah, crazy.
Anyway, LeBron, legend. Yeah. I mean, I don't like the guy. Everyone knows that, but he's a legend. I mean, he's the GOAT. I'm not gonna fucking argue it anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Black armbands for the Oilers fan base, Cowboys fan base, Buffalo Bills fan base.
Yeah, and I'm sure
heartbreaking.
Yeah,
man.
we saw Mike McCarthy has been fired, and it was like 1 year and 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, into
one
the
year
future.
into the future, 2 weeks back.
Sean Payton's been hired. They're gonna take him out. I don't know. It's crazy, but anyway, so we got the Chiefs and the Bengals in the
Boozy.
AFC conference. Burrow versus Mahomes, and I think Mahomes only been in the league 4 years. 1 Super Bowl, 2 appearances, only one time. They haven't. I think they've always been in the conference championship. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Something like that.
He's like the only guy who's really on track to put up Brady kind of numbers if he can have that kind of longevity. But
shout out to Bills fans too. You know, like you guys,
Yeah.
your team's been playing unbelievable football. Josh Allen is
he's a
real
stud,
fucking
man.
deal. Real fucking
This is
deal.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and you're gonna have lots of times where you're gonna make these runs and luck and just bad game. You know, that's sports, man. It's honestly why we love sports. I talked to the Tennessee Titans. You know, they got the bye week #1 seed, quiet. No one's talking about them. Dominated the offense all year. Then they get Derrick Henry back after he was out since like week 8.
Yeah.
So they're just
shout out to my fucking fantasy football
yeah,
team. for
it's
that.
like well, I'll talk about a fantasy team in a second.
Oh, yeah.
You get Derrick Henry in like an own rental, and then they lose by a field goal like that. That's just sports. We love it. That's why we love it. But Boozy, the Boozy Better, he's been on a tear while we were away. If you guys have been following him on Twitter, like we've said many times, get on him, follow, make some money. He's going with Joey Burrow and the Bengals +7. I mean, not saying they're going to win.
I like it.
But he's saying for them to cover. And
like
it should be a good game.
I like it.
Cincinnati is they're a surprising team, so who knows if the Chiefs were kind of expecting a play-in. They might have a playbook on them, but should be a good game.
Boozy? I might put some money down on that game.
All right.
I just might do it.
Follow Boozy. And with the second game, the NFC Championship, my boy, Matt Stafford, former Lion.
Legend. I
with the Rams now, finally getting to a conference
I'm
championship.
getting to playoffs. I mean, let's be real.
Absolutely. He's been there before, but just miserable. Anyway, they're taking on the 49ers, knocking off Jimmy Garoppolo and knocking off the Packers. The Packers. Boozy is going with the 49ers at +3.5.
I don't love it.
Not saying they're gonna win.
They're gonna cover.
But it could be a 1-2 point game.
Yeah.
I mean, both powerhouses, San Fran getting hot at the right time.
I just hate Jimmy Garoppolo.
Why?
I just think he's just not that good.
Yeah,
I don't know how he's doing this.
I think he's okay. He's okay. Just
all
okay.
right. Yeah, just okay.
He's just okay.
You know, I like Stafford. Great. Like, I think he's an elite quarterback. Honestly, I do. Like, I think he's a great quarterback. I think Joe Burrow is the fucking real deal.
Dude,
Like, I think
him.
he's unbelievable out there.
I agree.
Who else? Like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it's
guy's obviously an alien.
If I had to rank the quarterbacks with like the
please
final
let me say
four,
alien.
it'd probably go Mahomes, Stafford, Burrow. I mean, 2B with Stafford, and then
Right.
and then Jimmy G.
And then Jimmy
but-
G is just
yeah.
there.
He's got a great team around him, man.
Yeah,
Debo Samuel,
that's it. He's got a great team around him. And I guess, you know what?
Coach.
Quarterback's such a controversial position,
It is.
in my opinion. Like you can have a Tom Brady and he can control your whole team and control the entire fate of the team.
It can
or you
make
have a Jimmy G, someone who's just there to make safe plays.
It can make a big difference too. Look at Tampa the year before Tom Brady. Jameis Winston was like the first guy to throw 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. He's not a terrible quarterback, but he's not great. Like, he's a good quarterback. Couldn't get them over the hump. You bring in Tom Brady, pretty much the same team. Yeah, they had Gronk, whatever, made some big plays down the stretch.
They add a lot of players. They still added like AB.
And he was a big part. But
another
those are just
receiver
plug-in
as well,
pieces.
I think.
For the most part, though, those two pieces in Tom Brady are not going to automatically... You're not going to put Brady, Gronk, and AB on the Detroit Lions and they're going to win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, the team was already there. They had a great foundation. They just need a couple missing pieces. And boom. Same thing with like the Rams. You know, they trade Goff, a bunch of picks to Detroit, which I mean,
to be fair, the Rams
hopefully
did
they don't
make the
screw it
Super
up.
Bowl the year before they traded Jared Goff.
A couple years
before?
yeah. They signed up to that huge deal, and then they kind of just were doing nothing. But then they're like, okay, look, we have a team. Let's trade all our picks for Stafford. We'll bring in Von Miller. We have Aaron Donald.
Huge. Those were huge acquisitions.
Right? You know, they drafted Cam Akers in the running back position because they had lost Gurley. I mean, you got to make these moves. Like, it's kind of like... if the Leafs are going to do anything at the trade deadline, you're right there. You have a really good team.
Yeah.
You've been giving away picks and players, so it might be kind of hard, and it's going to be that fine
Especially
line
with
where
the
it's
cap.
like, yeah, with the cap, and if you keep doing this, it's like then you're really going to screw yourself up down the road. But it's going to be fun. We're coming down to spring, so golf season is back. PGA's back, but that means we're going to hit
spring. It's January.
Yeah, well, we're coming. It's almost February. It's almost February, and then it's like a month, and then in a month, it's like, okay, we're about 3-4 weeks out from golf season. You know, let's just get positive here. 2022, stay positive. We know it's shitty out right now, but
Respect.
playoffs are coming for NHL, NBA, PGA starting, like I just said, and the Super Bowl coming up. So we'll see who's there. But those are Boozy's picks. He's obviously going to have some prop picks for the Super Bowl, so stay tuned and follow that. Insigne. Lorenzo Insigne coming to TFC.
That's a huge
shout out.
Huge signing.
That's what we missed while we were away.
Can't believe that even was a thing.
Yeah,
I didn't think
wild.
His career was really old. Like,
he's kind of
maybe
like
not old. Like, I don't want to say
in his prime, end of his prime.
Yeah, I don't
he's
know.
He's getting a boatload of money.
He's getting
money
a shitload of
talks.
money, more money than he's gotten anywhere else. I think actually.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be the highest paid player other than Pascal Siakam under the MLSE umbrella.
Wow, look at that!
Making more than Tavares, Matthews, Marner combined. I think. Well, like close to.
That's pretty.
Making like 20 something a year.
That's pretty cool.
Not bad.
Cool. Pretty damn cool. For sure. That's commendable for sure. To go out there and make a move like that. Like that was right after winning the Euro Cup too. Like representing his country and then coming back to Toronto where
massive Italian community,
huge parades happen when they won and stuff like that. That's super cool. I quit vaping. That was my New Year's
I was going to say we
resolution.
got two big news items on your end. One is you quit vaping. How's it going?
It's I'm chewing some Nicorette. If anyone's seen me,
I was going to say, I was about to ask you, are you packing a lip now?
No. My brother actually asked me if I was packing a lip too. No, I've been chewing Nicorette like maybe 3 to 5 pieces a day, which is a hell of a lot less than I was vaping. Sorry, it's in my mouth now. Anyway, I just felt the need. I needed to show it off or something. But so I've been doing that. It's been
shout out. It's
it was honestly like you guys saw me vaping every episode
all the
and stuff, and like I was a slave to that thing. In Arizona, I dropped it on one of the holes at True North.
You dropped everything when you were doing that to rush back.
And I panicked. I was like, I can't. I won't survive without it. So it was time. I discussed with Rico Bosco, who's also been doing that initiative as well.
Nice. Good.
So he was really the force behind this. He didn't convince me, but he encouraged me. He inspired me is the right word to follow along. So I've been going for about, this is my what week are we in? So yeah, it's my
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, 4. Okay.
Fourth week. I think I'm in my fourth week.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, it's been a struggle. I've been a bit of a grump. You know,
hey man, you got to make some changes.
Withdrawal symptoms and stuff like that here and there.
It's real life.
It's tough. It's
some handmade quality shit we're talking here.
It is some serious shit, man. It is some serious shit.
Yeah.
I feel empty sometimes without it, but you know what?
Well, did I make you, to transition quickly? Did I make you feel better by not giving you, but trading for Jonas Valanciunas? You got your boy.
Yes, so
big
that was
science in fantasy. My team has fallen off a cliff, so I said, you know what? Sale mode, fire sale.
I really appreciated
COD.
that too.
Fire sale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was super excited about that. You know, I've been trying to get JV off you all year. And I actually got CP3 as well. Gave you a first.
Dude, I didn't realize he's like an MVP candidate.
Yeah,
this year.
he's unbelievable. I mean, CP3 is amazing.
Kind of regret
I think
that.
it was a good trade still. I don't
Yeah.
think CP3 is going to do this, you know.
I didn't get terrible players, but I got draft picks.
You got
for the first
I gave
time.
you a
I'll
1 and a
do
3.
it.
I gave you a 1 and a 3, and in return, I think you gave me like a 7 and an 8, and I ended up getting 3 players. I got JV, I got Chris Middleton, and I got CP3. Those 3 players I think are going to swing me into contention.
JV was a surprise, you know, holding my team together, Chris Paul. But I've had like no Anthony Davis all
injured.
year.
And Gio, when I traded
it's time
you,
to let him go.
When I traded you, Anthony Davis,
I know that's what you said.
He got injured right as I traded you him, and I don't think he's really recovered since that.
Well, I kept him, and then he missed. I think he missed the start of the season a little bit. He's been on and off, and
the guy's had injuries on top of injuries on top of injuries his entire career.
Yeah,
great player.
Honestly, dude, I don't even know. I look at my team every day, but I don't even know who's really carrying. No one wants to hear this, but it sucks. It sucks, man. You know,
man. Like, there's nothing worse than having a fantasy team that does bad, and
I had Pascal, and he missed the start of the season, but he's been playing really good lately.
He's been playing great.
But like Malcolm Brogdon was supposed to be a big piece of my team. He's been pretty much hurt for most of the year.
Yeah. And obviously COVID and everything has run its course throughout the leagues as well.
Yeah.
So it's been tough to be a GM in the fantasy sports leagues.
It has.
I got destroyed, raked over the coals in football. I think our pal Boozy came last, and I think we actually decided that there's got to be some ramifications for the last place. So
there was a tie for last, but he was technically in that 12th spot
for a long time. So I was glad it wasn't me, because I didn't want to do
we will bring it back up. Don't worry.
We will bring it up. And then fantasy basketball, fantasy hockey. I had a rough couple of weeks, maybe about a month.
Turning it around.
And right now I think I was like winning 9-1 in basketball and 9-0 in hockey. So
nice.
I'm starting to feel more confident about my team. Markstrom got me another shutout the other night for Calgary.
Big bounce back here.
Freddie Anderson is just playing great in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I got Johnny T back, and Mitch Marner's finally back after he was injured for quite a long time.
Yep.
So yeah, the team's kind of shaping up. Brad Marchand, when he's not suspended or hurt, has been a hat-trick machine.
Yep.
And he hits. So, I'm liking where my teams are at right now. So, just a little update. I did get JV Big Science. I changed my name to Big Science on fantasy.
I did see that, yeah.
And I did upload a picture of Jonas Valanciunas as my picture as well, because I'm ecstatic. I'm very happy.
It's your boy.
I might even keep him next year, so we'll see.
Wow.
We'll see.
Wow.
We'll see.
That is an update coming at you live.
Julius Randle, letdown.
Yeah, big letdown. Hey, it happens, but you know what? We're going to try not to let you guys down anymore.
We'll be here.
We'll be here.
We'll be here as best as we can.
Yeah, so
and hey, we're just a phone call away.
That's it. Just a phone call away. So we apologize for our hiatus. We're back. We're going to try and be, I say this all the time. We're going to try and be better than ever.
Yeah. We are better than ever. Every fucking episode.
We don't even have a computer. We got no tripod today.
Tune in next episode where I run through a wall.
This wall right here. And then I'm going to give Mike a big check, because the one time we actually gave him the big check on camera, we lost the footage. Yeah. Whatever. But anyway, you guys know the deal. Follow us on our social media pages. Hit that like and subscribe button. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. No, I'm doing the 1, 2, 3. Follow us, of course. We're out of here. And until next week.
Well, then get the fuck out of here then. Okay, see ya.